Jesus. Okay. Yes. What will come next? Okay, so we'll read from Chaitanya Charitamrta, Madhya chapter 13, and we'll start from text 60. Basically, the whole chapter should be read again and again. 60. I mean, because we got purpose, so we'll take this one and then we'll discuss more. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. CC Madhya chapter 13, text number 60. Okay. So we read this one. Rajara Tucha Seva Deki Prabhura Tusta Mana Rajara Tucha Seva Deki Prabhura Tusta Mana Sei Ta Prasade Paila Rahasya Darshana सहित प्रसादे पाइला रहस्य दर्शन राजार तुच्छ सेवा देखी प्रभुर तुष्ट मन सहित प्रसादे पाइला रहस्य दर्शन राजार तुष्ट सेवा देखी प्रभुर तुष्ट मन सहित प्रसादे पाइला रहस्य दर्शन राजार तुच्छ सेवा देखी प्रभुर तुष्ट मन सहित प्रसादे पाइला रहस्य दर्शन राजार तुच्छ सेवा देखी प्रभुर तुष्ट मना सहित प्रसादे पाइला रहस्य दर्शन It's okay, no problem. Sahita prasade paila rahasya darsana. Okay. Rajara of the king, tucha, insignificant, menial, seva, service, dekhi, seeing, prabhura, of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, tushta, satisfied, mana, mind, say that ta, indeed, prasade, by mercy, paila, got, rahasya darsana, seeing of the mystery of the activities. Translation of Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had been very satisfied to see the king accept the menial task of sweeping the street. And for this humility, the king received the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He could therefore observe the mystery of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's activities. The mystery of the Lord's activity is described by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Lord Jagannath was astonished to see the transcendental dancing and chanting of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he stopped his car just to see the dancing. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then danced in such a mystical way that he pleased the Lord Jagannath. The seer and the dancer were one and the same Supreme Person. But the Lord, being one and many at the same time, was exhibiting the variegatedness of his pastime. This is the meaning behind his mysterious exhibition. By the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the king could understand how the two of them were enjoying each other's activities. Another mysterious exhibition was Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's simultaneous presence in 7 groups. By the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the king could understand that also. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Let's repeat that lesson once again. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please repeat, had been very satisfied to see the king accept the menial task of sweeping the street. And for this humility, the king received the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He could therefore observe the mystery of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's activities. Jai. Okay, so let us begin the glorious pastimes of Lord Jagannath. Right? So we'll offer our obeisances to Lord Jagannath, get his blessings. Nilachala Nivashaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannathaya Te Namaha. So offering our obeisances to Lord Jagannath with his brother Balabhadra, Baladev and Subhadra, sister, at the place Nilachala, or in Nilanchala is basically because because of ocean in the sky, this it looks like yellow, blue, so it's called Nila Anchala. That's place. And there Lord reside uh, as with his brother and sister. It's the divine pastime of Lord Jagannath to coming out on the chariot has many folds understanding, where to understand the real mood of Rath Yatra, we have to take shelter of personality, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So without the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's it's not difficult, basically impossible to understand the mode of Rath Yatra. So when we say difficult, difficult means if you make some endeavor, you might get it. But without the mercy of Mahaprabhu, without the you know, glorious mercy of Mahaprabhu, is very difficult to. I mean, it's impossible to understand the real mode of Rath Yatra. As we see the purport here, the king Prataprudra, he wanted to have association of Mahaprabhu. He wanted to get blessings directly of Mahaprabhu, but he could not. But when Mahaprabhu saw that the king was sweeping the street for Lord Jagannath, and then by doing service, Mahaprabhu was pleased, and then he could understand the mood of Mahaprabhu, as well at the same time he could understand the activities of Mahaprabhu. So basically, to understand the mode of Rath Yatra, to understand the mode of Lord Jagannath coming out on the streets, we need to take shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And to take shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have to serve the devotees, isn't it? So this is the parampara, isn't it? By serving the devotees, by getting their blessings and mercy, we get the mercy of Lord. And by getting the mercy of the Lord, we understand their pastime. So this pastime, it goes back in Bhagavatam, 10th canto, I think 84th chapter. The inner mood and the outer mood is, people many times they see Lord Jagannath in Rath Yatra in a way that anyone who sees Lord Jagannath on the chariot, right? So he get liberation. So this is the kind of the outer region, we can say, as many people, they have this understanding that, okay, I'll go and see Lord Jagannath on the chariot, and I'll get liberation. I'll pull the chariot rope and then I'll get liberation. That is the one understanding, outer understanding of a thing. But Lord Jagannath, he is so merciful that none other than Lord Jagannath, he comes out, he leaves his own asana, his own simhasana, and comes out to give darshan. So it's been long custom in India, in the Puri, only Indians and to Hindus are allowed to go inside the Sri Mandir or temple of Lord Jagannath and have darshan of Lord Jagannath on his altar. And the same custom was in followed when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there too. And if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted, he could have changed this rule as well, but he didn't. So as a Gaudiya Vaishnava, as Prabhupada has spread this Krishna consciousness to the whole world, and the Western devotees following the footsteps of Mahaprabhu, they don't retaliate with the rules and regulations, but they follow. Yes, okay, we accept the rules. At the same time, Mahaprabhu, as Lord Jagannath, he became mercy. He says, okay, no problem. If you can't come, I'll come out. And he comes out to give darshan. And on that platform, on the road, Baradanda, it says in a whole road of 3 kilometers actually, straight road to Gundicha, almost 3 kilometers. Everyone is welcomed, right? There is no discrimination at all. I mean, on the other day, if you enter temple, you might be checked by police and okay, who are from, which caste, and then you might get some, nice sticks back as well. But on this day, everyone is welcome. regardless of their caste, regardless of country, regardless of where they taken birth, regardless of their mood, regardless of what they understand and everything. Everyone is welcome to see Lord Jagannath. Everyone is welcome to pull the chariot of Lord Jagannath. So, as a Gaudiya Vaishnava, what is the mood of Rath Yatra? The pastime folds like the gopis, the gopas, and the Nanda Baba and all, they were feeling so much of separation from Krishna, isn't it? And can you imagine, like when Lord Krishna left Vrindavan, though it's being said that Lord Krishna never leaves Vrindavan, but still, when his Prakatya Leela was being a bit kind of, looped, so no one could see Krishna, and Krishna left to Mathura and then to Dwarika, he just said, I will come back. He never said when I'll come back. I mean, if you think from our perspective, we may say, okay, someone said, okay, I'll come back. And then we might wait for a day, a week, a month, maybe a year. But here, all Brajavasis, they have been waiting for years and years and years. Krishna, I think nearly he spent 11 years in Vrindavan and he left to Mathura. In Mathura, he did pastime for almost 18 years, roughly. And then to Dwarika, 100 years. So can you imagine 118 years they have been waiting and waiting and waiting for Lord Krishna. They always say, yes, he is coming. They are on the doorstep, waiting for Lord Krishna. And the Gopas, they were actually kind of, completely like dead body walking like that. They were feeling separation of Krishna. And so what to speak of the Gopis and the Srimati Radharani. Right. So what happened was, there are two pastimes we'll try to discuss it. Once in solar eclipse happened, and all the peoples from Dwarika, they came to Kurukshetra. It comes in Bhagavatam 84 chapter, 10th canto, 84 chapter. All they came to Kurukshetra because of solar eclipse. It's good to be in a place of pilgrimage, take holy bath and chant the holy name. So all the sages, they also gathered in Kurukshetra, and Krishna also came to Kurukshetra. But he came as king of Dwarka, right, with all his, suit and booted, and so many people fanning peacock and all other things like this king. And when these Brajavasis, they know that Krishna is coming to Kurukshetra, they also went to see Krishna. Right. But when they saw Krishna in that form, they says, no, I don't like it. Please throw away your throne, throw away your shoes, throw away your sandals, come back. Throw away your nice ornaments, wear back again those leaves and flowers, So they have the desire that we don't let you go anymore. So, okay, like, we generally sometimes do hold their hand. Okay, no, I can't let you go out. In that way, these Brajavasis, they wanted to pull the chariot of the Lord because he was king. So he was coming in chariot, and they said, okay, we'll pull the chariot back to Vrindavan. We want to see you as a Gopa. So this is a very brief of the mood, how Rath Yatra started. That's the first Rath Yatra, actually, when the Gopis, they started pulling Krishna in the chariot too, back to here. So the other pastime is folds is like when Krishna was in Dwarika, though he got married to 16,108 wives, he got palaces for everyone. And every night he would be remembering the Brajavasis. He would be chanting the names of the Gopis. And it happened one day that Krishna was chanting Radhe, 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 and actually in the night, and then he was crying as well. And in the morning, it seems like he was unconscious. And so the Rukmani, Satyabhama, and they all saw, and what to do now? What's the remedy for it? I mean, just imagine, he got married to someone, and then and you are chanting, calling someone else's name in front of her. It don't looks good. So the queens, they thought, certainly, Krishna has a great love for Brajavasis. They don't have this understanding, actually, the queens of Dwarika, what kind of love these gopis has. So they have the love of the queens of Dwarika are in Aishwarya Bhava, in opulences. But here, it's more of Madhurya Bhavas. In Parakiya and Swakiya, actually, the queens and the queens were in Parakiya Bhava. Swakiya Bhava. But in the gopis are in Parakiya Bhava. So that love is way higher for them to understand. So they thought what to do, and then they were thinking about, Krishna is completely, unconscious. We need to make him conscious. He needs to eat something. He needs to go to his office, kind of thing. So let him get up. And they consulted with others, like there was Uddhava and all others, Balram, and all, what to do. Though Balram knew what's happening now, at the same time, Narada Muni appeared. Right? Narada Muni appeared. Narada Muni appears, he says that the Rukmani and the other says, "Oh, Narada Muni, you know very well what happened to Krishna. Please find some remedy." Narada Muni says, "Yes, I know the remedy, but the problem is that as soon as I give the medicine, this personality is going to go away from you to Vrindavan." Sri Sri Kuradaya Mayapur Sasi Ki. He will go away to Vrindavan. So we have to make some arrangement for that, because he is so much in ecstasy, in Mahabhava, by thinking about Srimati Radharani. And eventually they thought, okay, we'll make the plan. And Lord Balram says that, yes, let's plan out. And then Uddhava says that, see, the Vrindavan Kshetra, all the gopas and the gopis and everyone are feeling separation of Krishna. They are all weeping and crying. And if Krishna goes there, because as soon as Krishna wakes from his unconsciousness, he will drive away to Vrindavan. And if he goes there, when he sees that his dear and near one, they are all crying along. It's not good. So let's make some plan. Let's go inform the Brajavasi that Krishna is coming, so they could decorate the Vrindavan nicely. And they start chanting, and then the mood of welcoming is different. So initially they thought, okay, let's Uddhava go, and then you inform. Uddhava says, no, I can't, because I've seen earlier, because what happened in Uddhava, when Uddhava went for the first time from Mathura to Braja to pacify Brajavasis, Nanda Baba and the Gopas. And then Krishna told him, he gave an instruction. He said that for Nanda Maharaj, to Nanda Baba, you can pacify by your own logic and things, that I will come. But for the gopis, don't try to use your knowledge. Just read my letter, that's all. Don't try to use any or other ways. So then Uddhava understood that the essence, the way the gopis were feeling separation from Krishna. So Uddhava says, sorry, I can't go. Even they asked Akrura, can you go? And then Akrura said, I have gone once and now I can't, They say me is Krura, not Akrura anymore. You are so cruel that you took away Krishna from us. So he said, I won't. And then eventually Balramji was appointed to go. And then, okay, you can go. And Balram said, actually, I have been there a few years back. I stayed there for a couple of months. And I told them Krishna is coming, but still not. So if I go there, people will still say, oh no, they can't believe me anymore. So what happened? Then Subhadra Devi said, okay, I'm a lady, and I'll go and try to pacify the ladies, the gopis, and others. So all agreed, okay, Subhadra, she can lead and go before Krishna to inform Brajavasis that I am coming. But when Subhadraji is ready, so Balramji says, no, it's not good for you to go alone. I'll accompany you. So that's why we see the chariot of Lord Balram comes out first, and then chariot of Subhadra Devi behind Lord Balram's chariot, and then at the end, chariot of Lord Chaitanya. So eventually, all chariot being set up, Lord Balram and Subhadra Devi, they left, and Daruka was ready with the chariot of Lord Krishna, and Narada Muni started playing his veena, singing the glories of Radhamati Radharani, the name of Radharani. And as soon as Krishna got consciousness, he was kind of like mad, like just we saw the picture. So he was like a drunken man walking, like, he's moving like this and that. That's why in the Pahandi Vijay, so Pahandi basically the steps. So when Lord Jagannath from his asan come to chariot, he comes step by step, and then that's how the devotees, the mood is that he is actually a mad person now, intoxicated with the love of Srimati Radharani, and he can't walk properly. So they need to hold Krishna. Right? And actually, Uddhava and Akrura, they used to hold Krishna to put him back to the chariot in the pastime. So that's how these devotees, they take out Lord Jagannath from the altar, from a simhasana, and then thinking in that mood, they bring Lord Jagannath onto the chariot. So this is another way how Lord Jagannath comes out in the mood to meet the gopis and especially Srimati Radharani. So the Jagannath Puri is actually Aishwarya. It represents the Aishwarya Dham or Dwarika, and Gundicha, which is just 3 kilometers on the road, it represents Vrindavan. And yesterday we had Gundicha Marjan. On the day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself took the charge to clean this Gundicha Mandir, to clean our own heart so that Lord can arrive. There's a very nice point stating that where Lord resides or Lord does the pastimes, that place is called like Dham, isn't it? So if we want to invite Lord to our heart, we need to make our heart as Dham. It means purify it, cleanse it, and then Krishna will want to come back. Right? Anyway, so from Kurukshetra, the gopis, they pulled to Vrindavan. In the similar way from here, Dwarika is Jagannath Puri, represents Dwarika, Sri Mandir, and Gundicha Mandir represents Vrindavan Dham. So the devotees, they pull chariot taking Krishna to Vrindavan. And this real mode of Krishna being pulled or Jagannath being pulled to Vrindavan can be understood only by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There is no other way. As I said earlier, many people they go there with a mood that by looking at Lord Jagannath, I'll get liberated. But the mood is a bit more different as well. The mood is the separation what Krishna is feeling of Srimati Radharani and the gopis. That that separation is being nullified. They are coming closer, closer, and closer. So to held it, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself on the day of Rath Yatra, he would take a lot of sandalwood pulp and then smear on the devotee's head, and then they all get ready for the day. And Chaitanya Charitamrta, the 13th chapter, describes that there were 7 groups of kirtan party, right? Especially the four headed by, I mean, how it consists of one main singer, and then there are 5 other singers who responded, and then one dance and 2 mridanga. So eight member in each group, headed by Swarup-Damodar, Srivas Thakur, Mukunda, and Govinda Ghosh, and the 3 others, other party as well from 3 different places. So 7 kirtan party, 4 on the each sides, front and back, left and right, front and back, and then 3 others accompanying them. And they chant the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Lord Jagannath, he was very much pleased by seeing the kirtan party, by looking at the devotees chanting and dancing the holy name of the Lord. He is so much pleased. And many times, to see the glorious chanting and dancing of the devotees, the chariot would stand still. And also it's been described that sometimes the king would try to pull out the chariot with elephants and things, still they can't move at all. Just imagine. And as soon as Krishna wills, the chariot goes on. So these seven groups of kirtaniyas chanting the holy name of the Lord, and Mahaprabhu used to dance like anything, and dance like jumping way high and then falling flat on the ground, right? And then tears flowing from his eyes, and the devotees, they would take those tears, you can see the tears coming out from here as well, from Mahaprabhu's eyes, and they will take this nectar, prasad. So the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Jagannath goes always hand to hand in the Rath Yatra. Sometimes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will come forward, look at Lord Jagannath. The chariot would stay still, and they interlock their eyes with each other. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is playing the role of Srimati Radharani, and Lord Jagannath is playing the role of Krishna, though both are the same, right? And then sometimes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would remain way behind, and then again Lord Jagannath will stay. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used to see that is he waiting for me or not? Is he still looking at me or not? To me means to Srimati Radharani or not? And then Lord Jagannath would stay there. And then as soon as Mahaprabhu comes near, goes a bit further, and then Lord Jagannath will start again. So this is the pastime of Lord Jagannath and Mahaprabhu going hand to hand to Gundicha Mandir, from Dwarika to Vrindavan. And in one instance, Chaitanya Charitamrta explains that in one instance, because as you saw this purport, by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the king would understand the activities of Mahaprabhu. And in the 7 different groups, Mahaprabhu expand himself to seven personalities and dance on each group. And every group says, wow, we are fortunate. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing in our group. As if like Rasa Leela, isn't it? Krishna, all the gopis thinks I'm dancing, dancing with Krishna. Also, Acharya explains very beautiful thing. We understand that Krishna expanded to as many gopis in Vrindavan in Rasa Leela. And Acharya, I think Vishnu Thakur also explains in another way. He says that actually Krishna doesn't expanded. He just remained one. But he was dancing so swiftly that everyone thinks Krishna dancing with me. He gives an example, like, if you see one light, if you hold one light lamp in one side, and then if you move the round, move the fire, in a circle, what is it? Just one end of the fire, it looks like everywhere in the circle, isn't it? If you move fast. So in a similar way, Krishna is dancing so fastly, so swiftly that every gopi thinks I'm dancing with Krishna. In a similar way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here expanded to 7 form and dancing in the 7 groups. Sometimes he jumps so high, and Nityananda Prabhu used to take care of him and ask him to when he's falling down. And then the devotees like Sri Damodar Goswami, Rup Goswami, they were actually, chanting many, many prayers. Chapter 13 also provides so many prayers which are being chanted by Mahaprabhu himself in Rath Yatra for Lord Jagannath. Right. So while a king were observing this pastime, so what happened was there was Srivas Thakur. He was coming on the way of king to see the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And there was Harichandana. He was actually pushing a bit to Srivas Thakur just to move aside so that king could see. But Srivas Thakur was also absorbed in pastime of Mahaprabhu. And this Harichandana, he did few more time, and then Srivas Thakur got angry. He gave him a good slap. So what are you doing? Why are you pushing me? And then, but king, we understood that actually he was pushing just so that my views would be clear. And then the king says, leave it. Harichandan, you are fortunate. You got association of Srivas Thakur directly by the slap of him. Right? So, and this is amazing pastime where Sri Damodar Goswami, he started singing so many glorious prayers to invite the mood of Mahaprabhu. Today we read, isn't it? Swarup Damodar, he could understand the mood of Mahaprabhu. He could understand the heart of Mahaprabhu. There is also one more personality. Anyone remembers? Rupa Goswami. So Rupa Goswami also understood the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just imagine. So that way the pastimes goes back and forth, and dancing in ecstasy, jumping way high, falling on the flat. And Lord Jagannath on the chariot, he actually enjoyed this, the whole kirtan party. So it's glorious. It's glorious to chant the holy name on the Rath Yatra procession, isn't it? So I think I'll stop here. Any quick questions, comments? I want to share something. All right. I can hear you. Yeah, this is what Prabhupada explained in the same verse where we discussed, like, by the mercy of Mahaprabhu, though he could not get direct mercy, but still indirectly he got the mercy of Mahaprabhu, and where he could see, uh, he, he could see the pastime of Mahaprabhu himself. So that's by the mercy of him only. I mean, this is also actually teaching to us that we should try to avoid association of true materialistic person. Though the King Pratapratra was a devotee of the Lord, but at the same time, it's a learning for us, to be aware of having association of materialistic people who have high name, fame, things. It's not very easy in Kali Yuga for one who has having a high birth position things to do any menial services. I mean, Prataprudra was that's another story. But in general, if you see, they won't do it. And, yeah. Yeah. I mean, even in CCA explains that even Mahaprabhu's voice was completely choked, and he started saying Jajagaga, Jajagaga, Jajagaga. He can't say Jagannath, like his voice was completely choked up in ecstasy. That's Mahabhav. We can't imitate those pastimes, and that's why it's being said that to understand the Leela of Mahaprabhu and Lord Jagannath and then his pastimes, it's very difficult without the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Many people they do not even know Mahaprabhu, right? So the prayers, I mean, the whole chapter can be read, again and again. Yeah. Anyway, we'll stop here. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. 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 I mean, yeah, no. So, Brihadama Bhagavatam explained definitely this. They made a different one, like in one of the pastimes happened where Narada Muni saw a, a lady in heaven and queen, and uh, and then he, not the queen, basically, in the Apsara of heaven. Then he desired to get married, Narada Muni. So for that, I mean, that was the illusion actually created by Indra, because he was meditating. So Indra, he wanted to break the meditation of Narada Muni. So he created one illusion, and then one Apsara came, and it was so beautiful, captivating even to Narada Muni. And Narada Muni said, okay, it is good to get married with her. And then he says, but but if he see me in this form, he might not, accept me, because it was a Swayamvara arrangement. So he prayed to Lord Vishnu that please fulfill my desire. You give your opulence, beautiful face to me for some time, once I get married, and then remember the past time where no, so okay, so then Vishnu said, okay, no problem, I'll do for you. And then what happened is Vishnu he gave us a form to Narada Muni, and that form has two blessings. So no one could see that what form Narada Muni got. So as he entered, everyone could see him as Narada Muni, but actual form what is being given to Narada Muni by Lord Vishnu was being seen by the Apsara itself only, and he was just laughing. She was laughing. How could someone come here for yes Swayamvar? And then Narada Muni says, why is he laughing at me? Why is he not looking at me in a eager to get married? And then at the end, Narada Muni saw himself in a mirror, and he saw himself as as a monkey. and then he was completely angry. Narada Muni says, what it is, I propagate your message throughout the whole world again and again, and I had no desire. I just had one desire, and that also you took away from me. And then also you gave me this face, like what it is. And then you made me monkey. And icing on the cake is what happened is when Narada Muni went back and he saw that this Apsara is being married to Vishnu only, and then he got more angry. He said, okay, this was all illusion actually. And then he cursed the Lord. And then I think the pastime goes like the Lord came, okay, I'll fulfill your desire as well. And he came as Lord Rama, and then all Hanumanas, monkeys, they helped him for that. Yeah, so this is the illusion they created so that Krishna doesn't goes back to Vrindavan. Even we saw in Mahaprabhu's pastime as well. Whenever he wanted to go to Vrindavan, Nityananda Prabhu and all, they just dab at him, because once he goes there, it's difficult for get any more association of Mahaprabhu. Okay, stop here. Sri Jagannath Mahamahos Rath Yatra Mahamahotsav ki jai. ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे की।